Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. Bringing him out, the third overall pick from way back in 2008. A guy now in his 15th NFL season, Matt Ryan.
And when you start with listing a guy's accomplishments like Matt Ryan's, all these years in the league, near the top of the league in completions and percentage, touchdowns each and every year, has won an MVP, taken his team to the Super Bowl. You're talking about a guy who might be finished, but he still has gas left in the tank. Big right arm, great leader, the face of his franchise.
And Thomas has it. To throw again on second down. Ryan. And connecting here with DJ Shark. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan. That's once again complete to Shark. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down lead.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the run for a loss.
They're in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Ryan. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing again, Ryan. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays, and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the 2nd team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. The former MVP in his 12th season leading them out. He's got more rushing touchdowns than any quarterback in NFL history. Cam Newton.
And many people are having difficulty pegging exactly what they believe Cam Newton is at this point in his career. For me, when I see certain days and he's right, he can still be an accurate passer, can still get the ball downfield. And his running ability, especially inside the 10, still makes him a difficult quarterback to prepare for.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Davis running left. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's got some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big-time gain there on the keeper. Used using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, this is great work by a quarterback here. He's doing anything he can to avoid taking a square hit. I admire the way he worked his way through the initial contact and then continued downfield for good yardage.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Looking sideline, incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Ingram. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Ryan. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Ryan. And he wisely will throw that one away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Ryan. Buying time to his left. And this one too low. So now 3rd and 10. They have a big play to start the drive. The 2 incompletions since. Here's Ryan to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. All-around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Ryan. Open man right side is St. Brown. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he won't get there.
They stop it a few yards short of the line to gain. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. On first down, Newton. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. Able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. They fake the give. Newton. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Deshaun Jackson, 75 yards. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown. And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Drew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Touchdown. Here's Crew to kick off.
My voice
Taking it
was
about
out.
the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this goal?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes.
I just got it in there for your mom.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Just a gain of it brings up 3rd and 5. Because the defense puts pressure every time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. To throw again is Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
What
This
are you guys
offense
doing?
finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Ryan rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 50 yards.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
So, yeah, there's no way she doesn't do that.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
I mean, you might get feelers, but
will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one.
what are you doing?
And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
We're on 176, right? Yep.
Tyler
1075.
pass on for the extra point attempt.
Alright, Chunky. Don't eat the microphone.
And it's through, and that
Don't
makes the
eat the
lead
controller.
10-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the last
Yes.
play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Huh? Yes,
And they'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin.
Mister, what are you doing in my controller?
Here are the
Stop.
Falcons as
Stop
their
it.
offense heads back
Stop
onto
being
the
a
field.
weirdo.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because
Hi,
you know
Chunky.
they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And this one is incomplete. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing a kicker.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Nope.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. First down now, but that clock rolling. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Newton now to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40.
What are you doing?
Gain of 3. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Buster.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Newton. Flushed out right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
4, 3, 2. It's good.
And that is no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up in great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And able to get this to the 31. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
What are you doing?
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half.
Stop.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule.
Build your
no games for the
team,
league
speed.
on Labor Day weekend, and then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay,
Don't
Coach,
eat the microphone.
adjustments likely going to play
Yes,
a
sir.
big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer.
Up the middle to Davis. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Back to throw, Newton. And Cook has it, left side. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to. He still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Newton. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. It's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To the air again, Newton. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
What?
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Apron.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
The ring apron, the hardest part of the ring.
The Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time.
That was so stupid.
Multiple defenders in there to block it.
That was a good decision right
There
there.
you go.
The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Where is Hendrickson?
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. The open man here, Renfro. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
And defensively, you're going to have some guys with hands on hips looking to the heavens right now. You've got a fairly clean shot at the quarterback here, but he's able to worm his way out of that initial contact. And not only that, he's able to hot-foot it downfield for good yardage.
A first down carry for Davis. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Why are you cheering? You didn't score nothing.
Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Drop behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
789.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he is going to be
not running the
stopped
ball
cold
well.
behind
Stop.
the line of scrimmage.
Deion.
1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Newton to throw. It's complete to Tavon Austin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 33. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
House of Black's doing a very way, I think. So we're talking about how the Judgment Day was copying. So now House of Black's doing something from WWE.
On EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run the option left side. Shifts by him. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another strong gain on the last last 2 plays, they've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
They run the option on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. On the option, it goes to Ingram. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Going for it. Yeah.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still could prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play, because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Dobbs.
That's out to the flat for Ingram.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing here, Dobbs. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10, because they've had some time.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Westbrook now on the return. And here now come the Falcons. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Marlon Davidson, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Dobbs to throw. Eluding, and he's going to go down again. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Dobbs. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. They can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. Davis-Price on 1st and 10. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Left.
2nd down, here's Davis-Price. And this one also slow in development as he's maybe getting back in the scrimmage, but not much more than that. Back to throw, Ritter. And incomplete, they tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold it on.
That was smart.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Good.
The kick by Bass is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 7, and time, a huge factor. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10.
Don't hand it off.
Now Dobbs. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Dobbs. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally. On the check down, it's Ingram. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong